Good morning. I'm meteorologist Caitlyn Lorr with the look at your forecast going through the rest of today, once again with another update on those current conditions and when we can expect this snow to stop. First and foremost, we are still under that winter weather advisory and winter storm warning. Both of these are still going to remain in effect now until early tomorrow morning. Remember that those areas in that winter storm warning are expecting heavier snow, which will in turn lead to higher snow totals or higher accumulation than what we're expecting down in this area that is located within the winter weather advisory. Satellite radar imagery shows that some of the snow is starting to wrap up for now. For those of you that don't like snow, don't get too excited. We got that snow coming to a lull, but if you look to the west more, we still have more chances of snow, scattered snow showers out west, and especially more out in the South Dakota area that should swoop into the area through this afternoon. When that snow is actively falling, which we have been seeing all morning, we are dealing with reduced visibility. Where it's the worst right now, we're seeing anywhere from under a mile of visibility up to 4 miles of visibility for those areas as you head east closer to 35 and then beyond I-35 closer into southeastern Minnesota. If you're going to be traveling out that way, whether it's for work or whatever it may be, just slow down, take your time. It doesn't matter what way you're headed. Slow down, take your time, and use extra caution, especially because our roads are anywhere from partially to completely snow covered. And look at I-90. Earlier this morning, I-90 still had some stretches of green or normal conditions, and now we're seeing pretty much all of I-90 except for a small section just east of Albert Lee seeing normal conditions. What I've been like to say through the morning hours is it's the holiday season, right? So close your eyes for a minute and imagine that grandma is next to you. Grandma is sitting passenger princess in the car. She is also holding some pudding that she is bringing to the holiday dinner that you are headed to, or lunch that you are headed to. With grandma holding some pudding, you do not want to spill that pudding or have that pudding spill on grandma or in your car. Because if it spills on grandma, you know it's going to happen. You're going to get yelled at and you're never going to hear the end of it. If it doesn't spill on grandma but still spills in your car, you are still going to never hear the end of it of grandma complaining about how you're not a great driver in the snow because maybe it was scary. I don't know. Grandmas sometimes think things are a little scary. So just imagine that grandma is sitting passenger princess in your car. You don't want to spill that pudding and you don't want to scare grandma. So you're going to slow down and take your time and make sure that you get grandma to that holiday party with a full bowl of pudding that has not been spilled. As you're out driving grandma to her party, you're going to make sure that your headlights are on because you don't want to just keep grandma safe in your car. You want to keep grandma safe outside of your car. So if you drive with your headlights on, you're going to be more visible to everybody. Look at how dark it is out there. This is the current view looking out in North Mankato from Highway US 169 and Belgrade Avenue. You can see that road conditions are not the best. Snow is still coming down and it is drastically reduced visibility the farther you look. Take your time. Imagine grandma as passenger princess. Here's another look of North Mankato, this time at US Highway 14 and Lorray Drive going up the curve, the hill there. You can see again, road lanes are not 100% clear, which is why we are seeing partially to completely snow covered. Those with their headlights on are a lot easier to see from farther distances than those that don't have headlights on. Turn your headlights on for added safety. Here's another view from the area, this time out in Windham. Again, this intersection, partially to completely snow covered. You can see vehicles coming to a stop a little bit sooner. Again, think of grandma. You're going to come up to an intersection, right? You're not going to just hit the brakes and come to a stop. You're going to need to tap the brakes slowly so you come to a gradual stop to prevent you and grandma from sliding through the intersection or off the road. One more view, this time of Mountain Lake, looking at Minnesota Highway 60. This is a little bit of a different view, maybe not as much snow, but you can see the striations of the snow that is being blown because of the wind. That's kind of out in this area where you got these lines kind of going across the road there. Strong winds, blowing snow, reduced visibility, slick roads. Keep yourself and keep grandma safe. Grandma's a passenger princess. She wants to stay a passenger princess. Snow is in a lull for now, but we'll see it kind of ramp back up with a chance of a little bit of a wintry mix in Windham and Fairmont through the early afternoon hours. That will kind of go away as snow continues to take over and move back into the area between 2 and 3 o'clock this afternoon. Will be a little bit lighter than what we had this morning, but still enough to add to some hazardous conditions out there. Most of the snow will wrap up around 7 o'clock tonight, leaving behind a few stray flurries here and there as we make our way into the overnight hours. With all that done and said, we're going to see about 2 to 4 inches of snow here in Mankato with higher totals to the north and lower totals to the south. So again, if you're going to be taking grandma out, make sure you're going nice and slow and taking your time. Temperature-wise, you're going to want to bundle up and make sure grandma's bundled up. We're in the 20s across the area, which you're probably going, well, that's not too bad. But look at these winds. They're coming out of the southeast up to almost 25 miles an hour. Stronger winds mean blowing snow, which also leads to that reduced visibility, but it could also give you a little push out there. Roads are slick. You don't want that to happen. So just stay in control of your car. With these strong winds, wind chill values are ranging from the single digits into the teens across the area, feeling more like 10 degrees here in Mankato, St. Peter, Owatonna, Albert Lee, and Hutchinson. If you're going to be out traveling around, make sure you have extra things in your car like extra clothes, warm blankets, food, water, jumper cables, maybe some kitty litter or sand, all in case the worst case scenario happens. We don't like to think about it, but we have to. We can't do the, oh, it'll never happen to me, because maybe it might someday. And I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying use extra caution out there, because temperatures this afternoon will rise to a high of 29 degrees. But with these winds remaining breezy through the day, wind chills are going to continue to feel much colder, topping out in the upper teens and eventually the single digits and below zero once again as we make our way into tomorrow morning, because temperatures themselves are going to drop to a low of 9 degrees. Here's a look at your extended forecast. After today, it's going to be much colder tomorrow with a high of 13 degrees, and then we'll start to warm up going into the weekend with 20s and 30s on the way. We do have a slim, I'm talking slim chance of a white Christmas with this minor snow chance on Monday that's starting to pop up. We like that because we want to see a white Christmas, so hopefully we hold on to that snow chance, because after Monday we're looking at dry conditions with temperatures rising into the low to mid 30s. That's everything I have for you this morning. As always, we'll have more updates throughout the day as the snow continues. You can also tune into Cato Living later on at 4. And for an additional look at your local weather live, tune into KUIC News Now tonight at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. As always, have a terrific rest of your Thursday and stay safe.